Sorry about the wait, but we're back at it again with some more Lisa painful mode, and yeah, don't really have much to say here. This section of the game wasn't as eventful as I thought it was going to be. It honestly had less changes in painful mode than like the first area. The third area, though, is probably where like everything. Well, I say probably, like it's definitely going to be where everything changes because I know the end sequence changes up a bit, as well as like some of the areas there. But more on that when we get to the next painful mode video. So yeah, I don't really know what to say here. Like I recorded maybe about 5-6 hours of gameplay here, so this video's length is going to be significantly shorter. But yeah, not much really. I'm just showing off the boss fights and the joy mutants for the most part. Kind of settled on a really good team for most of this area. Geese, Nern, and Mad Dog. I did swap out Geese for Birdie later on because, yo, Birdie is good. I wish I knew about the, like, flammable strats, with lack of a better term, previously, because you can use Birdie to spit oil at people and that makes them highly flammable and they take more damage from fire. And know who has fire attacks? That's right, Mad Dog and Brad. So that's pretty dang great. cutting into right here, sort of around the time after you first encounter the Rangers, after the Pink Ranger leaves. But yeah, there was a dojo here that I missed. And yeah, just gonna go ahead and do it. There's nothing really special about this one. Like the other ones had gimmicks like, ooh, drop off this thing a certain number of times, or stand on top of this tower for a couple minutes. But with this, you just have to win a fight, and then you get a scroll that I immediately used on Brad. There was also like a guy that sold some really good stuff here, and based on a decision that I made later on, I will do well to remember this location for some pretty affordable good items. He's also weird in that, like, you buy fancy perfume from him, and then he's like, oh, wait, I need to buy a gift for, like, this girl or something, and then he buys the same fancy perfume off of you for 80 mags, after you only paid 15, or 14, whatever. And then after that, you can buy fancy perfume from him again for 20 mags. Which, yeah, you know, it's an increase of 6 mags, but it's honestly not that bad. Also mentioning this now, I did not have enough mags at the time to get, is his name Clint? Yeah, the shirtless, handsome joy addict. Like, I didn't have enough money for him at the time, and I tried to recruit Ajit, but he wouldn't let me because I was addicted to joy. I could have sworn I was doing a joyless run. Like, I still got the footage from the first recording session, so I can go back and check that. As of now, I haven't checked, but I just found that weird because I don't recall taking any joy with Brad. But I did notice my joy stocks were a bit low. Was I using those more on, like... Is El Rage a joy addict? I think I might have been using them on him. Or just anyone who might be a joy addict, like that you get early on. But I don't recall using it on Brad. So I don't know if that applies only to Brad or like joy in general, but I could have sworn that I took a lot of joy with Brad up until this point of the game, and I still managed to recruit Ajit. But apparently he is glitched in that regard. Like, there was a pretty weird Steam thread on Ajit where there were people like, oh, I took no joy whatsoever and I couldn't recruit him. But it turns out they had the withdrawal status effect with Brad, and then once that cleared up, they were able to recruit him. And then there was somebody that figured out, like, that his recruitment thing runs the same check that is in place to determine if you get the joyless ending, where, like, if you've taken more than 2 joy, then that's it. Like, you don't get the joyless ending. But if you take more than 3, that's like, or more than 2, there's like a weird little overflow, and then you can recruit Ajit. So if you've taken exactly 2 joy, you can't recruit him. But if you've taken more, then you can. then there's also the weird thing about withdrawal, and I don't know. I'll try talking to him again. I did make a pointed effort to never take Joy with Brad during this recording session, and I never had a Joy addict on my team at any point either, so had no incentive to use Joy on them. But yeah, if I missed out on getting him because I was using Joy on other units, then it's pretty messed up, yo. Unless I was using Joy on Brad and I just completely forgot, and in that case, yeah, I'm very stupid. I am very stupid indeed. Especially since that locks me out of an achievement. I also did forget to recruit Jack. I have the playing cards, but I forgot to talk to him. But I made it a point to not talk to Matt and Pat, the two super best friends, back when they were still friends. So yeah, I'm not selling them the TNT that they would then use to kill everybody there. So yeah, I can go back and get Jack whenever I need to. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good, all things considered. Plus, this means I can also grind mags to get enough to buy the Student Creed from the Master, which has another achievement tied to it. And here we are in the abandoned town on our way to the Joy Lab. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed here. I don't know, I was expecting more, considering this place could only open up during painful mode. And yeah, there's really not much to it. You're gonna see it after like the footage of me beating the doctor, but Oh yeah, which I now am like fully aware that that was not Dr. Yato we fought, but rather the other doctor who had the note behind there. Just in case I was confused during the initial video, where I might have thought that was Yato, and why I might have been surprised when it turned out Yato was not dead. But yeah, when you get into the lab, you fight more of those creeps, which are relatively easy to beat, and then you just find a room with a very particular corpse and a very particular note. And that's it. Yeah. It's pretty disappointing, all things considered. Like you would think there would be a lot more there, and for all sakes and purposes, you won't really know what it means until you beat Lisa the Joyful. So, yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I guess there could be some red flags that pop up when you really pay attention to the dialogue or text boxes, rather, that show up when you examine everything in that room. You know, a very specific pronoun. But I don't know why I'm being vague. Like the fact that when you look at the corpse, it's like she is dead. But then that should cause like some things to fire in your brain. Like, wait a minute, she. But Buddy is the only woman here, so that means there was another woman, and she's now dead. And then when you put two and two together with the joyful ending, and the location and everything else, it's like, oh, Yato was being a pretty bad boy, which is confirmed later on with semantics. But yeah, this area could have been better. I was hype for returning to this area, and I was kind of let down. More boss fights, and for what it's worth, while I did go to Garbage Island, I did not go to Dismal Island. I just figured it's not really worth it. It's not required. Yeah, I can get some experience there, but it's pretty annoying. I'd have to deal with the Joy Mutant that can, like, one-hit KO people, so it's just not something I really want to deal with. It's the same reason why I will in no way, shape, or form be fighting Satan on this run. But, yeah, I just didn't go to Dismal. At the very least, though, that gives me another save point at my disposal, because I'm beginning to run low on them. And the ones I haven't used, I've kind of been forgetting where they are, so that's hilarious. And now we come to the section where there's a lot of important things going down based on your decisions. So yeah, Columbo, I fought his goons here. No Terry because I did not sell him out. So yay, I didn't have to fight a former friend. The experience would have been nice, but hey, you know, I didn't have to fight him. Not to mention, Terry actually has a permakill move, so yeah, I wanted to avoid that. I want to limit my exposure to permakill as much as possible, which is why my Birdie, Mad Dog, Brad strategy of oil them up and then fire. Yeah, I will be abusing that. And I have RT in reserve should anything happen to Mad Dog. I don't have a reserve for Birdie. I might need to figure out, like, if there's someone else who has oil-based attacks. Oh boy. But, yeah. After, like, that little segment, just before the EWC, right here, in pain mode, you'll fight a guy with guns named Tex Diablo. There's really not much to him. He's just a random dude that shows up in the hard mode. So anyway, the first major decision, though this one doesn't really affect gameplay, it just affects story and a later segment. Although it could affect somebody's dialogue later on. But yeah, right here we had Sticky and Rick, and yeah, I killed them. I mean, you know, last time I showed mercy and Sticky came back to try to kill me again. So it was like, hey, you just can't show mercy sometimes, yo. And here we are with Buzzo's crew, and you might notice I switched up my party here. I have no regrets. I am so sorry to the three involved here, but I can't lose the dream team. It's gonna suck when I have to fight them later on, unless I change my party again. And then, because I'm going for the achievement where I have both arms, I decided to give up all my stuff instead of lose an arm. And I don't know if this is bugged or if it was intended, but yeah, he doesn't take your equipment, which I think I figured that out last time too, but yeah, it's just weird that he will take all your mags and all your items, but none of your equipment. And yeah, it does suck because I did have like quite a few fancy perfumes, some unused rando rations, and a lot of healing items, like a lot of bottles of water, dirty water, fire bombs, and some diesel fire bombs. So yeah, it hurt to lose all those, but I'll be fine. Not to mention you get like a plethora of bottles in this portion of the game, so I can build back up. As for the mags, that wasn't much of an issue because prior to that, like even before starting all of this, like back in the EWC section, when you go off to the little tiny village to the right, there was a shop there where I just spent almost all of my mags on better equipment for everybody. So yeah, I really only lost like under 50 mags. It might have been like 30 or something. I don't know, but yeah, I didn't lose too many, so that wasn't much of a major blow. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess at some point when I inevitably replay through the game again to get a one-arm, when I say a one-arm ending, I mean the one-arm achievement, I'll probably let him cut off Buddy's nipple. Like, for that you get an equipable accessory, a nipple. I don't know what it does, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, yeah, what achievements do I have left? 5 hidden ones, which I can only assume are based on like one arm ending and 2-arm ending. The other 3 I'm not so sure about. One particular achievement that back when I first saw it I was very confused, but after playing through Lisa the Joyful it now makes a lot of sense, and that's going to happen during the end segment. And Worth It, which is Learn the Ways of Bob Friday, which is just buying the student thing from the master. So yeah, what other 3 achievements am I missing? Bro. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Next time we wrap up pain mode. It's going to be painful. I can't wait. Goodbye. Screw it, padding out the video. Yeah, don't lose both arms. Lose both arms. No, lose one arm. Yeah, those are 2 of the hidden ones that I'm missing. Already got that one. Beat the game without consuming a single piece of joy. If that includes freaking recruitable people, that's mean as hell. But I can understand why. But yeah, if that's the case and I don't end up getting that achievement when I beat this, I guess that'll be for the one-armed run. Also, it doesn't seem like there is an achievement tied to cutting off Buddy's nipple, so I guess I can still avoid that. But then I lose 3 units. Okay. But then that means there's 2 hidden ones left, so they might be joyful mode only. Yep, they're related to joyful. One is the other ending that I was like, yeah, I'll just read off the stuff that happens there, and the no friends thing where you get the helmet and you return to the Joy Boys hideout, and I think I was like just slightly past the point where I could do that, so that was very painful indeed. So yeah, okay, not that bad. But alright, enough padding. See y'all next time. Goodbye.